Welcome, welcome. It's VCQ, and shit, yes, it is AoE 2 time. I'm gonna try and knock out the rest of the Tamerlane campaign. Where are we? Tamerlane, Asia. Tamerlane. Here we go. A titan amongst mortals. Let's see what this scenario is on about. Usually the last one seems to be like a little bit more of a challenge spike, a bit more of a increase in difficulty, but let's see what it's all about.
The relationship between Tamerlane and the Ottoman Sultan Bayezid was one of great enmity. The two of them had been exchanging scathing letters for years. Finally, Tamerlane had the opportunity to crush his rival, whose armies were weary from wars in Byzantium and Hungary. Even so, the Ottoman Empire was no trifling opponent, its army driven by intrepid leadership and the power of its Janissaries. The Ottoman force marching to meet Tamerlane was large, but divided. Turks, Serbs, Tatars, and various other vassals all contributed troops to this powerful yet volatile force. If some of them could be pried away and convinced to defect, the tide would turn in Tamerlane's favor. This would be his greatest test yet. The fate of two empires hung in the balance.
So it looks like we're going to have to try and convince people to join me. This could be a fun scenario. Could be a short one too. Prepare your defenses. Bayezid will attack in 30 minutes. We can support 200 people. We're in, oh my goodness, we're in the Imperial Age. Your ability to parry their assault hinges on how well you manage to weaken his army before the battle begins. Destroying outlying enemy camps and winning over auxiliary troops will increase your chances of victory. That sounds dope. I'm all for it. Avoid enemy power centers at all costs before you have fought off the attack, focused on raiding supply camps and convincing the Turkish auxiliaries to desert instead. Okay, so we want lots of skirmish play. Tamerlane has bought a large supply of gold with him, but it won't last forever. Quickly build up the economy and seek out new sources of income to finance your army. Gunpowder units are powerful, but beware those of the enemy. Use them to your advantage. Okay. So Cyan, so we ignore them. Okay, Janissaries, Hussars, and Bombard cannons. So I will need a lot of Cav. Cav archers. I'm thinking just straight Cav archers plus a tanky frontline unit. So it could be Knights, Hussars, maybe the Lancers. I don't know exactly which one yet. Cav archers, Hemi Cav, Camel Riders. Maybe it might even be in my best interest to go camels. Pikemen and skirmishers. Okay. That sounds ridiculous. To the east. Okay. What
Bayezid has made camp across the river to the south. We do not yet have the numbers to take the fight to him. So, we should focus on raiding his outlying supply stores and camps.
Our spies report that the loyalty of the auxiliary troops accompanying Bayezid is in question. We should visit their camps and see if we can pry them away from him.
Yep, let's do that immediately.
I am impressed by your conquest, Tamerlane, but I demand one more display of strength. Eradicate the Ottoman supply camps southwest of here, and we will gladly join you.
Okay, so let's do that. Oh yeah, I am gonna need new dudes.
Cool, right, man. Cool, right, man.
There's a bit of gold here. Janissary. That's pretty strong. Okay, so it's just unique. So we need you guys to just keep building houses. So there's another one there. Holy shit, we've got a lot of everything. We do need to build a stable then. Quick smart. Let's get another town center. Don't know if I'll need that.
Selam. Algıç Rayman. Derhal Rayman. Kurgay Rayman.
A lot of heavy cav archers. We'll need a blacksmith.
Salam, derhal Kulhaymen. Kuraymen. Kuraymen. Hazır. Kuraymen. Emriniz. Kuraymen. Kuraymen. Salam.
Chemistry would be very good for all those cav archers.
Tayyarman. Kurgayman.
Ha! I never doubted you for a second. Come on, men. We serve a new lord now.
Selam. Emriniz.
Derhal Kulhaymen. Kuraymen.
Okay, avoid these guys. We will need some castles.
Tayyarman.
Holy moly. Run away.
Tayyarmen hazır. Kuraymen. Emriniz. Kuraymen. Kuraymen. Hazır.
Yeah, we got way too much wood. Gotta macro that a little better.
Kurgayman. Selam. Kurgayman. Kurgayman.
We should focus on taking these guys out.
Selam.
Hazır. Çıkayım. Çıkayım.
Tayyarman. Kurgayman.
Salam. Emriniz.
Algıç Rayman. Selam. Emriniz Bargayman.
Okay, we need to start getting this.
Kurgayman.
Probably a bit close.
I would help fight the Ottomans, but my men are inexperienced. If you bring 5 elite Keshiks to my citadel to train them, I will join you and convince the Kara Tatars to do the same.
We have seized Turkish weapons and armor from this blacksmith.
Does that mean bracer and ring armor researched? That's nice.
Without this training ground, the Turks will field fewer Janissaries. The Turks will not be using these horses anytime soon.
Beautiful.
Salam.
Avga çıkkayman. Derhal kurgayman. Kurgayman. Kurgayman.
Tayyarmen. Bahaymen. Kuhraymen.
Emriniz. Kurgayman.
So we need to create some Keshiks. We're working on it, we're working on it. Could go for a bombard tower. I don't know how likely or how necessary that will be.
Selam teyyar mı? Kurgayman.
What did it say? Elite. Do I need a monstrous amount of food?
Hazır.
Kurgayman.
Salam. Kuhraymen. Emriniz.
Kurgayman.
Tayyarmen. Kuhraymen.
Selam. Kurgayman. Emriniz.
Hazır.
Derhal kurgayman. Kurgayman.
So that should wall off that pass, and we just start walling off the other one.
Salam. Hazır. Naçkaymen. Derhal kuhraymen. Bahaymen. Derhal kuhraymen.
I think the bombard tower will probably get me from there, so let's just wall
Kuhraymen.
that off.
Emriniz. Kuhraymen.
Emriniz. Kurgayman.
Tayyarmen. Kuhraymen. Hazır. Tayyarmen. Kuhraymen.
Selam Kurgayman.
Get some conscription, get that elite.
A deal is a deal, Tamerlane. We will be there for you when the time comes.
Still got 3 more.
Avgötjkaimen.
Bargaymen. Derhal Kulgaymen. Kurgaymen. Kurgaymen.
I don't know what's over here, what if anything here is necessary, but we're doing pretty good. Definitely grab that.
Emriniz. Selam. Düşündüm. Kurgaymen. Teyyar derhal Kurgaymen.
Emriniz hazır. Kanaçkaimen. Emriniz
The grain in these mills will feed our men now.
We got plenty of food.
hazır.
He. Teyyar Bargaymen. Kurgaymen. Kurgaymen.
There is one little bit here.
Tayyarmen. Bargaymen. Düşündüm. Hazır. Kuraymen.
Emriniz derhal Kurgaymen. Kurgaymen. He. Selam. Düşündüm. Bargaymen.
Let us see Bayezid fire his cannon without this gunpowder.
Good, raise all this to the ground.
I hear that you have recently planted much gold, Tamerlane. If you are willing to share some with us, perhaps we can be
Emriniz teyyar Bargaymen.
convinced to break
Bargaymen.
camp and go home.
Let's do that. Go to the market.
The Turks will not be using these horses anytime soon.
Selam. Derhal Kulgaymen. Derhal Kulgaymen. Açgaymen.
So we're doing pretty good.
We have captured some Ottoman siege engineers.
Siege engineers researched. Not bad. Oh wait, I'd already had that. So we can destroy that market.
Without this training ground, the Turks will field fewer janissaries.
Bargaymen. Derhal Kulgaymen. Açgaymen.
We have seized Turkish weapons and armor from this blacksmith. Bayezid's Serbian auxiliaries seem to have left some caltrops here.
Halberdier researched. Okay, that makes everything better. Try going around.
Let us see Bayezid fire his cannon without this gunpowder.
We will never desert Bayezid. Death to you, Tamerlane!
The Turks will not be making use of the provisions stored in this market.
Okay, so we got to. Who do we tribute it to? Wallachian. Whoops, that's the chat. Wallachian. So is that these guys?
Bayezid would never share his spoils with us. Let us go home, men!
Okay, and that guy's gonna leave me. Okay. So I'm gonna see if we can raid these guys as well.
Emriniz açıkayman. Kurgayman. He, tayyar kurgayman. Selam emriniz açıkayman.
More stone
Let us
wouldn't be
see
bad.
Bayezid fire his cannon without this gunpowder.
Assuming that means they've got less troops.
The Turks will not be using these horses anytime soon. Without this training ground, the Turks will field fewer janissaries. We have seized Turkish weapons and armor from this blacksmith.
Okay, so researching all of that was definitely not necessary.
Kurgayman.
We will crush your forces on these plains, Tamerlane. Prepare for battle.
Had to kick your
Send
ass.
your best, Craven. Not a one will survive.
Valiant Stefan Lazarovich is wounded. What hope have we now against the Tatars?
Yeah, these guys can just, I guess, work on this.
The enemy is breaking into a full rout. Ride them down into the dust.
Here, get them.
Amir, Sultan Bayezid has fled the field and taken refuge in his mountain fortress to the south.
He may flee as far as he likes, but we will track him down as a wolf does his prey.
Okay, we're coming to get you.
We thank you for weakening the Turks for us, but it really is past time you left our lands now.
Ha! I will burn your city, just like the others.
You will try.
Okay. We'll start with them first then. Oh, it is broken. Oh, that's a bit frustrating. Gotta siege that from the outside. Okay, I was caught napping. Nothing more there.
Tamerlane, you may trade at my markets if you like. My men are trained and ready to fight. We ride with you, Tamerlane.
We just target one at a time. Get them, boys. I think we just need some scouts. What is going on here? You're kidding me. Okay, setting up in this bridge is just so dumb. Castle here. Okay, yellow's become an ally. They're being active. You just have to quell them for a little bit. way in. Okay, my army's dropped. Keep these numbers coming.
Selam. Düşündüm. Deraht keskenler. Deraht keskenler. Derhal kılgaymen. Kurgaymen.
Emriniz hazır.
A renegade has informed us that Smyrna depends on shipments from Europe for wood and gold. If we destroy the outer defenses of its harbor, the rubble will fall into the sea, causing supply ships to be dashed to pieces on the rocks.
Excellent. Execute the deceitful traitor and prepare the attack on the harbor of Smyrna.
Emriniz
That's beautiful.
tayyarmen. Emriniz kurraymen.
Plenty of gold. We're working our way to the docks.
Teyyarmen.
Selam.
Selam. Düşündüm. Kurgaymen.
We don't need as much gold anymore.
Emriniz malzemen.
Back. Okay, this won't take too much longer.
Tayyarmen hazır. Salam.
Okay, you guys can come up. We'll build a forward base.
Hazır. Kurraymen. 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 Kurraymen.
Okay, rush in, kill them all.
Emriniz malzemen. Hazır. Tayyarmen.
These guys are everywhere. Hell is that? That's another castle. fortification here. Harbour fortification, that's huge.
Our great stronghold lies a smoking ruin. Flee! Flee before the Tatars kill us all!
Now that that's done, we can sort of move on.
Remember who is? Salam. Right then. Remember who is?
Okay, good. Okay, the castle's gone. That was a bit more in depth than I thought. Grab a couple of rams.
Hazır. Tayyar men. Hazır. Hazır. Right then.
And we're just gonna bust through this whole front door. So we've liberated pretty much everything else.
Hazır. Right men.
There's a lot going on here. There is too much. Okay. Just keep throwing units in the mixer. In you go. Oh yes, they've got siege rams as well. This won't take too much longer, I hope. Can't say it isn't well fortified. It definitely is. Creeping ever closer to the castle there in the center. So these guys can clean up the rest. hole in the wall anyway. Pretty much crushed. We just have to get all the way there. Lots of gold here. Come back, come back. Knock that town center out. We're good to go. Oh, there's also a bombard tower. That would be why.
Salam, avrotchik kaimen.
Okay, now we can start getting rid of this. Okay, we're finally on the castle. This will go down in a matter of moments.
Surrender! Just spare me, O great Tamerlane! I beg you!
No, you're dead.
No adversary can stand his ground against me! I am a titan among mortals! A harbinger of devastation!
He's pretty quick, and he's got 10,075 HP.
The Battle of Ankara was a catastrophe for the Ottomans. Never before had they suffered the disgrace of having the Sultan captured in battle. Turning his armies around, Tamerlane left Anatolia in chaos. It is only a matter of time before he seeks another victim. The man ended his tale on that foreboding note. I realized that I had to prepare my kingdom lest my lands appear ripe for the picking. I ordered everyone to retire to their quarters. We would discuss this new danger in the morning, with clear and ready minds. Suddenly, the doors burst open, and a servant rushed towards me. Sire, a messenger from the Waldrods called Tamerlane is here to speak to you. He claims that you are harboring someone of interest to him. I turned to the old man who had not heard the messenger, and asked for his name. His weary, dark eyes met mine, and he answered in a grim voice. I am Toktamish Khan, of the blood of Genghis Khan, and the rightful ruler of the Golden Horde. Landless and friendless, all I have left is my tale.
And there you have it. little bit of extra gold, stone, floating across the map. So there's little deposits here and there, especially over here. But I mean, as you work to reclaim different areas of the map, you gain more map control, and all of a sudden you've got a lot of momentum. Just need to get those trebuchets, smack that, smack any of the towers that are left, and then with enough cav archers, those ships have nowhere to hide. Okay, so that was pretty good. I think I got the message loud and clear with all of those objectives and all of those, what's it called, little side missions. So this one here is pretty easy. You start with a pretty large force. That large force should be used to quickly go around, grab any of the surrounding outskirts, and then just avoid the center, and then just make your way down and sort of run away through the side. Going through here, not advisable. There's nothing over here anyway, so you want to sneak yourself around, get rid of as much of the Ottoman Empire as you can, weaken them quite a fair bit, and then absorb the attack, then push forward. I thought I was actually going to have to raise all this down, but he ended up becoming my ally. And then, yeah, the final push. Rams are okay here, but Trebs are much better. Just because if those bombard towers are in the mountains and you can't access them like this, then Trebs are really the best way. Well, not the only way. Cav archers can do it, or any ranged unit, but Trebs are obviously the best way to go about it. So you've got 19 range as opposed to 13, whereas the Rams will never touch that. And then all you need to do is just keep your army close to your Trebs. Trebs will let you in, the army will defend the Trebs, and then once they come in they can just slaughter everyone, everything. Then you can go about your day. That was a good campaign, really highlights the benefits of the mobility of the Cav and the Cav Archer. If you try to run around with a whole bunch of swords or infantry, it'll take a lot longer to get around. Whereas here you could just endlessly kite your enemies, shoot and scoot. And you'll take minimal casualties and minimal damage and minimal losses. So yeah, it seemed pretty straightforward. I would have liked to have seen, okay, so you would have had this guy attack me, this guy attack me, this guy attack me, and this guy attack me. Okay, you can still wall that up, trade a lot of food for gold, get your stone. You could still put up a fair few towers, and that would stop, I think, all of these guys here. That wouldn't be too hard. I don't know what effect destroying the storehouses does on the cannons. Maybe they come at you with less cannons, but that whole scenario is still fairly doable, even if you don't get all of those extra added little side missions on your side. I think you still have plenty. Okay, I've pretty much gone through all the resources here, but you can see I've got plenty of wood, plenty of food, so those light cav are still definitely an option, whereas I think the only thing I'd struggle with is the gold. Whereas once you knock out one or two dudes, okay, you've got a lot of gold. There's still quite a fair bit of gold here, so it still shouldn't be an issue to knock out the rest of the scenario. Wouldn't train any other infantry apart from the halberdiers, just because there's a lot of cav. And then cav archers, just for the high mobility. And then scout cav are good, just because of the no gold cost. Whereas knights could work, camels could potentially work. They're not as tanky or as durable as the knights. The knights are excellent, but again, they cost a lot of gold. And then, yeah, you'll just need... The Keshiks can also work, I guess. They're a good frontline unit for the cav archers. And then, yeah, your trebuchets, rams, that's pretty much all you need. And you'll absolutely dominate the landscape. Okay? Any questions, queries, or comments, let me know in the comment section down below. But that's the Tamerlane campaign completed. And I'll move on to... I don't know which one, but whichever one is whichever the closest next level 1 or level 1 difficulty missions, I guess, that'll be the next one, which could be El Cid or it could be something else. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys next time.